Hello everyone, welcome to the Bitcoin market update for Brave New Coin. I'm your host, Carl, lead trader and portfolio manager at CME Capital. Quick disclaimer, this video does not constitute financial advice and is intended for education purpose only. Before we get started, I caught COVID a couple of days ago. I'm feeling much better. It didn't hit me very hard, but my throat is a little bit dry, so if I take some breaks here, don't mind me in between. This video is done on the fly, so any errors, please just bear with me, okay? But yeah, let's start with the DXY here. Just give a quick an update. Nothing has changed in this aspect. I still expect DXY US dollar to push up to 112 and hit 116 area sometime this the fourth quarter, roughly October, November, or December. And once it stops, I expect it to, stay a little bit toppy, but then sell off into the Q2 of 2024. So yes, this will put more pressure on Bitcoin, I think, and the stock market. Next chart, the SP 500. Just want to give a quick update on this one. I did say in my last update, either in Discord or on the previous video, that we would test 3,600, 3,500 support. Looks like we did. We held. It looks like we want to chop a little bit and go up for a bounce, get a relief bounce towards 3,800, 3,900. So I expect the market to do so into July, but end of July, early August, we're going to get another sell-off, I think, across the board. And it will go down into September, and I think we will see another extension here of and sell off from to the lower targets, which I've shared with you guys. 32% will be very conservative. I think we would see SP 500 go for the full 47% drawdown. Remember, those two fractals are recession fractals I took from, and they're very meaningful. It's not like I'm just putting them there just for fun. I've done a lot of studies on these. The purple one is the one from 1970, 1980, 1980s stagflation, when we had stagflation and recession. So it's kind of similar to what we're ongoing right now, with the global macros. And the blue one is the tech bubble of 2002 with the recession that happened also at that time. So I think these are two very reminiscent fractals of the current action that we have right now. All right, and same for NASDAQ, same kind of fractal. And again, I expect here the NASDAQ to bottom around here, 10,000, and go up into July and test 12,000, maybe a little bit less, but that area find resistance, and sometime in August into September sell off and find a bottom in October. I think Bitcoin will do kind of similar thing. That's my opinion. If we go to my profile here on Twitter, you see I tweeted about this monthly Bollinger Band on June 18, right when we were bottoming. And I said that the first time in history that Bitcoin tests the 1 month Bollinger Band bottom band, and also the last logarithmic ellipse support at 1817Ks. So from there, I'm saying we get a relief rally to 25, 27K. So this is most likely the most important spot. Okay, and if you bought there, like I bought for the fund, the CME Capital Fund, and we bought at 18,400. So we got that bounce, and as you see here, well, we're getting a bounce, right? It's still ongoing, but I do expect that bounce to extend back up maybe next month and hit 20, 25 and 27Ks, maybe a little bit higher, but that's what I'm foreseeing. And from there, I think if you believe, and this is continuation of my previous video for the pricing analysis models, if you believe that Bitcoin is immune to the global macros, the bad macros we're going in, the recession, stagflation, and all that stuff, the rate hikes, then most likely you're going to side with the blue fractal here, okay? So it's really up to you. I don't believe this will play out, but assuming that Bitcoin whatever, stock market bottoms, it decouples from the stock market, it most likely will stay inside. It was between 18, 16Ks, or those two ellipses here that we see, and the top resistance at 25, 27Ks max, and be contained there until October. And then if we don't get that flush at the end of the year and we break that log bear parallel channel, like we did for during all previous bear market, like here, if you look here, we have one, and if you look here, we have another breakout, then that's the time to buy Bitcoin. So in case this happens, yeah, sure, you have 2 to 5 months so to really accumulate. But yeah, if we break that, then my model, the one I'm rooting for, or the scenario I'm rooting for with the purple fractal going down to 12 and 9K will be void. So then I'll look to buy fully in once this breakout happens. No, I don't expect that. I'm like I told you guys, I'm very transparent. I'm siding with this bounce, but I'm siding with the bounce to 25, 27K, but I'm expecting the market to sell down with going with the purple fractal here the last time. And the reason is, first of all, first time in history we hit the bottom end and the ellipse here. I don't think that's bullish. Quite to the contrary. I've covered this before in 2 previous videos. I think that's bearish, and the bands are tightening here. It's not really bullish to be seeing those band tightening and Bitcoin being closing candles and going down to the bottom of the ellipse. I think this logarithmic model will fail, and we'll see this purple fractal take us down and Bitcoin selling down due to bad macros, and the SP 500, whatever I've overviewed with you guys right now, NASDAQ and SP 500, I forecast further downside on those, and DXY going up, which will bring us Bitcoin down further. Yeah, and then you guys see this model here is we have like 3 run. We should have like a 3 drive run down from here. So far we're missing the 3rd leg. If you look at previous bear markets like 2017, we started with a leg down here, another one here, 2 and 3, and same here, 1, 2 and 3 in 2014-15. I'm not seeing, we're missing a 3rd leg down right now on Bitcoin, so I think we get it. Now, in case I'm wrong, well, you guys know what to do here. If you're signing with the blue fractal, then excluding macros, then you should start accumulating here. And again, from this model here, you see that we hit the 60%, very close to 60% drawdown from the monthly mid-band breakdown. This one, I've tweeted about it like several months ago. And I did put these targets in, so really they remain not to change, unchanged. They remain unchanged, they all got hit. So if you had orders at 40, 50, 60%, most likely they were hit, except the 60%. We stop at 17,300. I still, though, expect 16Ks to be tested in the next few days or weeks. Yeah, and you see 60%. Nobody thought that this would be possible, well, but we got to 60%, which was the drawdown of the bear market of 2014-15. So everything is possible, guys. Don't exclude anything. Be prepared for anything. And that's what I'm trying to prepare you for. Cool. So here we have the worst outcome chart that I've been sharing with you for quite a while. Just want to put it out there. Nothing has changed here. We're seeing Bitcoin so far holding previous stop as support, the previous stop of the all-time high of the bull market of 2017, roughly at 19 to 17Ks, give and take. And you see here the drawdowns. We had 84% in the past. If we get that 84 drawdown from the all-time high again, we are looking at 12Ks, roughly 12Ks. Into the 9Ks, and if you're going for 90%, we'll go for 7,400 to 6,400. Now, if you go for the worst outcome, I'm not saying these last two will happen, but here you have a inverted cup and handle pattern, and typically the target, if you take the textbook target, it will be somewhere at 4,500, 3,500. I'm not saying it will happen, but It's always good to be prepared for anything. This pattern has played out before in 2019 here. I can't show it here, it's a monthly chart, but we had a drawdown here. We hit 6,400 from the same inverted cup and handle pattern. All right. Let's jump to the weekly chart here. I shared that on the last video. We were, I think, here at 27Ks or so, and I said if we flush down, we're going to hit that support here at 20,600. We actually did, and we actually wicked a little bit below it. As you guys know, we hit 17Ks. If this support holds, then we are likely to go back up and test the resistance at 26 or 27Ks. More or less, sometime by July. If we can't reach it, then by August, I think it'll definitely be resistance, and we start flushing down or selling down again. Should we get any breakdown from here, then the next support is around 12,000. This is the strongest mode here, 12,000 to $9,000. Next, quick update on this. For those who've been following me, I posted this comparison of 2018 to 2022 market action of the bear market several months ago on Twitter. It actually, if you focus on the last consolidation part here on the triangle, this played out to the letter almost. You see, we got resistance on top where we got rejected with the green axis, and we got the support where we got support in 2018. Similarly, in 2022, we got rejected at the top resistance here, and we didn't even get there actually in most cases. And then we got the support that held us here, but it failed us right here around on the 6th of May, and we flushed down. So that was my expectation as well. For you guys who've been listening to me for quite a while, talking about this comparison and the breakdown, very, very similar and played out very well. So now where are we at? Well, we have log bear parallel channels around 2022, similar to 2018, 2019. And if you see here, we are similar to 2018. We are hitting the bottom of the log bear parallel channel here, roughly around 17Ks to 16Ks. And that's this area here. On the side where I have another X, which is this a kind of a weak support, not the best, but it's still support. It's still previous top holding as support from 2017-18. And in this case here, if we look at 2018, we had also support on that big wick down to 3K. So it looks very similar. I'm not saying it's going to play similarly, but this is if you believe that Bitcoin has bottomed, like the models, the pricing models I've overviewed with you guys in the previous video, so you would probably are siding with this. And if you believe the markets are important, everything pointing to the bottom here, aligning with the 10 years models and all the weekly RSI that is right now, which I forgot to overview on the weekly RSI chart, but the weekly RSI is in oversold territory, which means it's a buy. And each time we went below 30 or 28 on the RSI, on the weekly RSI on Bitcoin, it was the final bottom of the bear market. So if you believe that, great, then you should have bought here. You still have time to buy at 18 to 16Ks. I think you see here there's a resistance as well, similar to 2018. We're looking at the resistance roughly near 22 to 23 or 24Ks, where I think Bitcoin will top. Roughly, we would look at a bounce of 34% if we mimic similar action to 2018. And you see here I outlined the same thing in 2018, 34% bounce or consolidation range. So yeah, if that's the case, then we are looking at similar setup, albeit a little bit different from the price action that we got this sell-off from. I said it could be also, guys, an inverted head and shoulder coming up. It doesn't have to be an Adam and Eve. And I think here what would happen, which is I think will happen in the next few days, is we're actually here compared to 2018. I think we topped at 21,700, and we are about to sell down and go test 17 to 16Ks. So if you're still waiting to buy, I think it's worth giving it a shot and putting some buy orders at 16 to 17Ks, and with a tight stop loss somewhere below. I'll let you guys be the put the decision on where you want to put that stop. I don't want to deal with that. It's up to you. If you're buying here, put a stop loss a little lower in the 15Ks. 16K need to hold. We cannot close below it daily. So that's very important for this setup. And then from there, I think we spring back up, but I don't know, maybe we go hit that 21, 22Ks, or maybe we go high to 23, 24Ks. We'll see. We'll figure it out. But I think this is what will play out. And on top of it, if we do go get that breakdown to 17, 16Ks, we'll get a bullish divergence here on the RSI, similar to 2018. Right now, we don't have any divergence, but the minute we go back down and go a little bit lower to 17, 16Ks, I think there is a case for that, and it will start to look a little similar. Now, okay, this is the bullishest model I think I have. And that's in case the global macros are not accounted for. Okay. Now, if you want to account the bad macros, what would you want to see? So how do you prepare, right? You have to be prepared both ways, guys. So if you see here, I took this fractal from here. If we see some sideways like this from 29Ks or 28Ks, and we don't do anything for like the whole month of July, and we get a spike into 24Ks, maybe a fake out a little bit higher to 25Ks, then we sell down like this, and we literally break down in August like I'm expecting. Then we will go down to 12 or 10K or 9Ks. Then that's the expectation of the continuation of and the last leg down of the three drive pattern that I'm showing you. But we don't want to see this, so hopefully we don't get to that point, and hopefully we always close above 16K at or 16K or above 16K. But yeah, if we flush down and we lose that bull parallel channel support, bear parallel channel support here, we go down to 15Ks and close daily candles below it, very likely we go down to the bottom of the next bear parallel channel, which will be at 11K or 10K or 9Ks. So hopefully we don't get that, but this is something to keep an eye on. You never know with the bad macros what could happen. All right, that's it for that. Let me jump on the last chart here, the CME gaps. So yeah, I'm expecting a sell-off, guys, like I said, to 16Ks in the coming days. If we do it again, because CME didn't really trade over the weekend when Bitcoin flushed to 17Ks. So I think it will happen again, and we will go down this week or maybe the next, go down and test 16Ks. And what will happen is we'll close the CME gaps at 19, 18Ks and also at 17, 16Ks. So once we do that, then those gaps are, self-fulfilling prophecies. I don't believe 100% them, but I do keep track of them because they do fill. Honestly, they do fill, as silly as it is. And then from there, I think we can get something like this, a rally from 16K back up to 23, 24Ks. And then from there, we'll figure out what happens. We either get back here, start to break down, maybe if we go for the worst outcome that I'm expecting, then we'll go maybe do inverted head and shoulder. We hit 9Ks, maybe 12Ks, go back up, do some inverted head and shoulder, a little bit different going into October, a little bit different from the double bottom or Adam and Eve scenario. So yeah, I think that's my expectation. Of course, we could go a little bit high, 27K, and get rejected. But this is my expectation, guys. Just want to put that quick update. Hopefully you liked it. Yeah, all the gaps are on this chart. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me under the comments of this video. Please follow this channel and my YouTube channel. I'll release the Ethereum update on my personal channel within the next 2 days. And that's it, guys. Trade safe, and peace out.